Dude, I literally, it's been so long since we recorded it, so I don't know.
What?
I said it's been so long since we recorded an episode, I don't know how to start
On my end, you said it's been so long since and then you cut out. I was like, it's been so long
Oh,
since
my bad.
what?
No. It's been so long since we recorded. Do you have anything to say to the viewers?
No, I'm just.
Okay. Hello, wonderful people of the internet. Welcome back to Gamblers Club Podcast. This is episode I don't remember because it's been like what 6, 8 months. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Since we recorded.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, no, we're still doing this. We're still kicking. We've been busy. Senior year of high school, just trying to get through it. It's been trying to get through it. But
Yep.
it hasn't been that bad, But so this conversation we're just going to be talking a little bit. Probably this is probably going to be a long episode. I'm kidding. Let's
Yes.
talk about let's talk some Transformers. So I think the last time we talked Transformers was when the '86 Street. Was that the last time we talked Transformers?
Yeah, that was roughly around the time.
That sounds right, dude. Age of Prime. Let's start there. What are your thoughts so far of the line?
Um, I think I only have three figures so far. I have the two aerial boss and I have the fallen,
Yeah,
and
I have I think two so far. Yeah, I have two. But,
so hard. Definitely good.
I think it's solid. I've got to mess around with it a little bit. I think it's spot. Uh, I have Soul
Was
Prime, my Chroma. What are you asking?
was it the was it the white or the black aerial bot?
Black, he is pitch black. Black is nice.
I don't remember the name. It wasn't Slingshot. I'm pretty sure Slingshot is the white one.
What is it? Aerated? Uh,
Anyway, yeah.
I have Soul Prime right here actually. I'm messing around with it. Because like I'm working on video. I have a video I already recorded. I like this figure sort of, but I think I like the idea more than the actual execution. Because I like Soul Prime. It's more like I'm just happy I finally have a representation of the character rather than this is it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you'd have probably the same sentiment if you guys mess around with it, but it's kind of mid. I don't think mid. No, I like it. Yeah, man, it's not too bad. Into the park so far, right? Lucky, kind of not bad. We got some new figures. The fall,
Really good.
that looked good. The more I see it, the more I'm like, yeah. Transformers Flames on it, like, I said before, the furnace mouth, so, it's so sick. Like, just what a cool idea for the fall, too. That doesn't work. It's really good the way it is. It's really cool. The fire, too, because the ice doesn't do it.
I'm not gonna lie. I slightly prefer how he looks without the flames.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. Just in person, at the very least, like the shoulder flames don't look as they don't look bad, but they don't look as good as I thought they would. Maybe it was just because I was overhyping myself with it, but it's just like they don't look as good as I thought they would, and his just bare like not on fire like mode just looked way better than I was expecting. I thought the flames would carry his look, but when in reality, I think his natural look is just really good on its own.
So I don't have it. But, yes, that, that is what I want to do. That and Devastator, like, I'm lost. Like, I can't, like, I kind of already, like, I had just had to sign the contract with Devastator. I was close. I was going to get Rampage the other day, but I was like, I can't do it. It's going to be really expensive. No, what was I going to say? The phone. I think it would be cool if, like, Megatron is Prime, right, before you became the Fallen, right? You just don't have the phone. but then if you like when you fall in there, put the flames on. So, right?
Yeah.
You can't do that. I'm just going to help them. Are you gonna do the 13 points?
Probably.
Is that your mom?
Yeah.
I heard your mom. That's funny. So you saying you're probably gonna do 13? Are you following on it, or are you gonna skip any, or you just do it? Just hope that.
No. Um, there's a chance I could get all of them, but at the same time, like I kind of trying to think about how much I get because there's some figures where it's just like I look at them, it's like that'd be cool to have, and then I just don't get them because I don't really need them. Because like I think about it, of the ones that are out now, it's like Prima and Solus. I look at them and it's just like it's how I felt with a lot of legacy figures, where it's just like, man, that looks really good. I don't need it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. We got me and my brother because we're huge fans of the primes right now. Because we grew up with Transcendence Prime, so we're like, oh, that was because that was the show that kind of started forcing it down people's throats. Yeah, right. So,
Yeah.
like when we heard about this, we lost it. We went complete like banana. We went monkey mode. Okay, we went full banana, and we were so excited because like this is like a childhood dream of having figures of the product. Oh,
Yeah.
oh gosh, Julius, I'm so sorry. I'm really tired. I just worked 2 hours. It was a short shift, but I worked 2 hours. I mowed the grass right before this, so I'm a little tired, but I'm
And you decided 10 p.m.
NBA. What was it?
I said, and you decided to record at 10 p.m.
Oh yeah. I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna sleep anyways because I got to study. Have you seen the memes recently? Like people being like, "Yo, I gotta lock in for finals," and then they go and like binge like an hour and a half on Instagram. And they start doing that is me right
Like,
now. That is me.
bro, did you study? It's like, nah. And then the one who didn't study got like a 93, and the one who did got like a 40.
Nah, yeah, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Except it's bro. It's like, bro, I
I'm
need to
all,
lock in, and then he just doesn't lock in. He says, "I'm
I'm
gonna dedicate 2 hours of study," and he doesn't do it
I'm consistently locked out, and I succeed.
at all. What are your thoughts on uh, the what was I gonna say? What are your thoughts on like the main line versus like you know? Okay, so one problem I've had personally with Transformers is like, and this problem's got a little better. There was a time, if you remember, back when Buzzworthy and Bumblebee was still alive, where it felt like there were like a million different like brands of Transformers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You had the mainline Rising Beast, and mainline Rising Beast had about 20 million different like themes and sub themes. You had the bendable changers and smash changers and the Titan changers and big Bumblebee 3D shape changer or whatever. So
The math.
the map, like the masks. Oh god, the masks. Right? You know what I mean?
I'm
And that
pretty
was
sure you
just
could see the mask like shoved away underneath the target.
like one line, right? And then you had Legacy going on, and that was like 3 lines of like what? How long did like a year or two? How long did Legacy last?
Well, there's 3 years of it.
Okay, so Legacy lasted 3 years. So, and then freaking uh, you had the Buzzword Bumblebee and Studio Series. Like, and
Yeah.
nowadays we have Age of the Crimes, Studio Series Gamer Edition. There's still mainline Transformers One stuff on shelf. Uh, chill.
They can never really get rid of the movie stuff until they have to force it all out into the fucking sale stuff.
Yeah,
Uh,
I get that
in,
stuff, but like, it matters. You want to so I don't know exactly how it works, but I think it might work something along the lines of like they kind of have to make so many products so they can. It's like I think Q said it. Q Adams. He said, "We know how this works. You got to sell a case of bumblebees if you want to make Titan class sport like that."
Yeah.
Kind of that philosophy of like, okay, if you want HasLab Unicron or HasLab, freaking blah 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 Omega Prime, right? Or you want freaking Titan class Nemesis, you got to sell through a couple of bumblebees. But even then, like, I feel like you could still do that in just the Studio Series line or the what's it called? Because I'm kind of sick and tired of having so many different versions of things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I get variety is good and all that's special, but like look at like Jurassic Worlds stuff, right? Like they're crazy. Like why can't they just make one good T-Rex, right? No, there's a million. Or why can't they just make one Spinosaurus that is really good? They are making one that's really good, but why can't they just make the one? Right? They have like 30. I feel like I'm watching that Target and just seeing like 30 Spinosaurus, all different, like new in like the past couple months.
That's because every like 5-year-old watched this Jurassic Park 3 and latched onto it.
Like, why do they have to make so many of them? Why can't they just make one really good one? Stop that one really good Spinosaurus instead of making all these new ones. Why can't they just make the one really good one? I
That's like
kind of
Hasbro to start making G1 Optimus Prime.
well, here's the difference, right? I feel like Optimus Prime. Well, no, it's not really a difference, I guess. I gotta understand that philosophy with the big hitters, right? It's like, okay, Spinosaurus is popular in the let's make a few of those to kind of, it's the whole let's sell a case of Bumblebee and they Hammond Collection Spinosaurus. You know what I mean? I think it's that kind of mentality. Which I guess
Yeah.
I don't hate that, but at the same time, I'm indifferent because like I just want to have one good one. Like, am I asking for too much? Is that too much? Just to have the one good one and not be over overzealous with a million different, like you walk into a store, there's about freaking what 20,000 freaking what's it called? Like you walk into a store, right, and you have
Mm-hmm.
Studio Series Transformers One Optimus Prime, right,
Yeah.
and then right next to that is Transformers One Prime Changer Optimus Prime, and it's like, why can't I just have one? why do you have to make? Why did you have to make two? Could you not have just made one and focused your efforts on that one?
Because one's aimed at a different audience.
The Prime Changer, they're very similar. Like
Yeah,
really
but
similar.
they
Like
make, they make movie toy lines, at least in Transformers the case, they make movie toy lines more to advertise to kids. That's why half of the line are full of like gimmick toys that are like
I
meant to
get
play
that.
with for a few
No, I get
seconds.
that. I understand like really young kids like Transformers because I was a really young kid, right? I used to love Transformers when I was like a baby. I was a fetus and I loved it. I came out of the womb as a Transformer fan. The problem is, why are you making two 20-ish dollar of Optimus Prime of the exact same character? Not only do they have they have damn near the exact same sculpt, also damn near they have the exact same accessories too. Yeah, there's small
Well,
differences, but
uh, first of all, one, it's because Hasbro is greedy, you can own this. And second of all, I'm thinking of the example that you've given. They are not damn near identical. I can tell you that.
they're not okay. I have them right here on my desk. I have a Prime Team. I don't have a Studio Series here. It's outside my room. I'm not gonna get it. You can hear Vulcan's needs with that.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I love Vulcan. Sorry. Back to my argument. I disagree here because they are different. obviously, right? Like one is a lot cheaper than the other. But functionality wise, like they both transform very similarly, I would argue. Um, they both come with a matrix, and they both come with the X.
Yeah.
What the hell? And they're both, one is $20, one's 25. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like overstuffing the market.
Well, like I said, Hasbro's greedy. They'll get people to buy them for their kids because one of them is clearly more intended for them, and they'll be like, oh look, this is your stepping stone into more older, teen-focused one, adult-focused one. Um, because of how it is. You get the toy lines meant for more younger kids. The figures are just a bit more complex and the tiniest bit lower in price because you can't have them losing out on too much money in order to get kids interested in the more expensive and more complex ones while
I
still getting them ones.
I disagree because I think the studio series is easier to transform than Prime. I think I get your argument because like you look at something like Alpha Trion, yeah, that's easy, right? That is not hard to transform at all. But this Prime Changer Optimus, maybe I can think the Prime Changer Bumblebee too. I don't have that figure, so I can't say for certain. But from what I've seen, that also seems to be more kind of complex of a transformation, right? That could be on par with the Steezy. But I do understand what you're saying. Of like these toys being more of a stepping stone, as opposed to like the big kid toys and collectibles. I do see that argument, and I think that's a fair enough argument that they want these to be the mainline stuff to be, uh, you know, that kind of help kids get into it. I that's fair. I'd say that's fair. I don't agree with it, but it is fair. That's a fair argument.
Whereas all the movie lines are filled with mostly just like gimmick toys. Like the Resident Beast ones had those rubber band figures, and the TF1 line has all those like weird fucking fidget toy ones. I don't remember. I don't know how to describe them. These are like scissor things. That's the best way I can describe them.
Here, Vulcan again.
Uh, I've finished transforming Dark of the Moon Soundwave guy, and he's gonna be stuck in car mode for the next like year. So I'm not touching.
Um, yeah, so far I think Age of the Clone is killing it. Studio series is still killing it. We're all on the same page there. Studio series is killing it. Yep, love it,
Yeah.
loving it. Still going strong. Slight reboot? Is this a slight reboot? Sort of a little kind of okay. We're not doing the numbers anymore. New packaging,
I
which
don't
looks nice.
expect there's so many new sub lines in it that they just stopped giving a fuck.
I actually kind of appreciate. I feel like it unifies Transformers as a brand a little bit more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it works very well. I like it. I really appreciate that. Because like before it felt like I remember I was just complaining about this. I was saying, oh, it feels like there's a million different things and Transformers is like I felt like it just felt like it was kind of all over the place before. But especially with this refresh, like that whole every box being very like clean now, you know what I mean? Like Age of the Primes boxes are really clean and so are the Studio series. It just feels more unified, you know? They got the
Yeah.
same vibe to them. The Studio Series and the Age of Prime have the same vibe. The blues, they're kind of gray. It's nice. Is what I'm trying to say. I think it's a lot better than the last couple of years, especially since the Window's back. So I think that personally, I am a big fan of it because of just how I don't want to say better, but how much better it is. I don't know what your thoughts on this are. I know it's not really that
Yeah.
important. I made
So
that
bad.
Vulcan or remade the Vulcan review so long ago, and nobody watched it. So
Hmm.
if you made it this far into the episode, well, first of all, thank you so much. But also, go watch that video. Go watch the Vulcan video because we worked really well.
Oh,
So
immaculate acting.
it is immaculate. It's fantastic. Um, hell what else to talk about. I've been very tired recently. I guess we'll just talk about kind of life stuff a little bit. How's it going, dude? Like just in general, you know?
My life, I am essentially in the just make it till Friday grind, like 5 years earlier than it should be.
No, that's uh, yeah, school. Staying in school is fun, because you have to. No, school is it kind of feels like life is just falling apart in my own hands right now, and I don't love that. And
I don't
everything's
really
kind of
have.
not going too good. It could be going worse, I guess. But yeah, it's not great. Yeah. But I think we're making it. Oh, guess what comes out in 6 days?
I'm sorry.
What did you say?
I said, oh, hell yeah.
Doom: The Dark Ages is coming out in 6 days. I can't wait. So this game is gonna be okay. Let's see.
Stuff like that.
Don't switch. You good? Okay, we're good. I think we're good. You can push it. Uh, sorry. Yeah, no, I am very excited for the Dark Ages. I meant very clear how excited I am for this game. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so good. I am stoked. I'd say stoked for this game. I've been oh sorry.
No, you're good. I'm looking forward to it. I need something. Like,
I was gonna say I'm excited because I want to start making more content. I've been working on because obviously the Transformer stuff has been something I've been wanting to do for a long time, but it just doesn't get any views, and I don't know why that is. Like I feel like a lot of Godzilla fans are also Transformers fans, but I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it just hasn't gotten like maybe I just need to make more of them. So that's what I'm gonna start doing. I'm just gonna keep going. Uh, until I hit that kind of 100 views each time. Uh, yeah, I I have been very stressed recently, and it's been tough. I mean, like it's almost over school, right? High school is almost over, which was probably the worst years of my life so far, of my being of existence. It was not fun, not no fun at all. And I'm hoping it gets better from here. Uh, I'm a big like believer in mental health and stuff because I've been through stuff, and I hope that you know I hope that I can remain happy after high school. We'll say that. But it's stressful right now, and it's nerve wracking, and I'm sure you're going through the exact same things that I'm describing right now, right?
in a way, I see. I'm in the middle of this thing called I don't do enough in my life to have anything fall apart, and any worries I do have can be fixed by disassociating.
What can I do for stuff?
Disassociating.
I would consider yourself looking. 'Cause I know a lot of people are definitely not in that boat. I kind of wish I could be in your boat sometimes because that'd be kind of nice to just let it in. But no, we
Pretty much, I I,
definitely
ju- I just I just stare at my phone until I stop thinking about that.
that is not healthy. There's no shot that's healthy. Right? I do a lot of eating when I get stressed. Right, I'm just like, oh shoot, let me just start feasting like a king now. It's a really bad habit. I'm trying to break it. I've been trying to get better. I have been getting better actually. I think it's important to look at progress when you're attempting to do something, whatever it is. Making a custom figure, trying to get through school. Seeing the good progress is always a good thing to do. Now, before we end this episode, I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Who would win in a fight? 100 men or one gorilla?
All right. Look, it depends on the scenario. It depends on the rules. We're just
Listen,
going.
listen. Here are the rules. Here are the rules for this hypothetical. Okay, you're in the 100 people and the gorilla. It's 100 versus 1, right? They are in a pit. Harambe's enclosure.
Yeah.
They're in Harambe's enclosure, but there's only grass, so no stones, no sticks, nothing the humans can build with, right? So it's completely fair, even playing field.
And the gorilla throws poop.
And the gorilla can throw poop, yes. Here's my take on this. Let me throw my hat in the ring. What's gonna happen is, even if all the humans are coordinated and stuff, the second one of the humans gets battered by the gorilla and torn apart, every other human's fight or flight response is gonna kick in, and they're gonna run away.
See, that's the thing. Get 100 average people. If you make them just average, regular people, the moment one of them goes down, yeah, they're all gonna run away. You make them all like crazy lunatics who just like absolutely bloodlusted out to kill this regular fucking gorilla, then they're gonna exhaust the gorilla before it can kill all of them.
Okay, so we'll say in this hypothetical, all of these people are high as fuck. Okay, that's what we're doing. We're gonna say they're all fentanyl. Okay, I don't know why I chose fentanyl, but I did. They're all high as fentanyl, and what they're doing is they're all gonna just bloodlust charge this gorilla. They're still not gonna win. You know why they're not gonna win? Because some of the humans are gonna be on top of the other humans. Like, say they all try to get on top of the gorilla. Like, they're just gonna be on top of each other too, exhausting each other. I don't think the 100 humans could beat this gorilla. I'm just saying.
Exhaust the gorilla before they exhaust each other.
I think humans are way too arrogant, and there's no shot in hell we could take on a gorilla with no weapons. Because here's the thing, right? Hunters, like cave people back in the day, to like take on woolly mammoths and shit. They like. Here's the thing, right? Humans are weak as fuck. Okay, we are not strong. What we do, like back in the day, what we did is we would rush our enemy down. We would exhaust them, right? If you're in a pit, you can't run the enemy down. You're stuck in there with them. That gorilla is going to rip these people in half. There is no chance in hell anyone's coming out of that.
Well, I mean, the whole reason that we even had the advantage back in the day is because we could outrun our food. And I'm pretty sure if there's 100 fucking people, a lot of them could fucking grab the gorilla's attention and outrun it. Or at the very least, keep its attention long enough to the point where it's not noticing.
When you say outrun, do you mean like exhaust the prey out? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like running them down. Yeah. Okay. I just cannot. Look up. Just do me a favor. Oh wait, no, you can't leave the call, can you? We're going in front really fast, right? Look up. I want you to look up gorilla fight. Gorillas fighting, and just
I know that.
Just run up.
Yeah.
Hell no.
You're going.
We are not winning.
You are.
What'd you say?
You're glazing the gorilla way too hard, son.
Did you say I'm glazing the gorilla?
Yeah.
I am not glazing the gorilla. Let me give you some gorilla facts on how strong they are, really fast.
I already know this. Well, you're gonna pull up the bike. I already know this stuff. You don't need to pull up.
4 to 10 times stronger than the average human.
Yeah. 4 to 10.
Shit. What? Okay. They can lift up to 1.5 to 2 tons. 2 tons.
And how long can they do it for?
It does not tell me.
Yeah, look it
Dude,
up.
that's scary. That's effed. Their bite force is 1,300 psi. I'm pretty sure a human's bite force is like 400 psi or something.
Yeah.
1,600 psi. I'm sorry, bro. I just think that I just cannot see. I can't see. I know it's 100, and that's a lot of people, but
I, I think you're fucking crazy.
I just I don't think 100 people could fight that gorilla. I just don't see it. Okay, it really does depend on the circumstances. We're saying there's 100 average men. We're gonna do this in the most controlled and hypothetical environment, right? 100 men. They're all white men, right? Blonde hair, blue eyes. Joke.
Yeah.
They're all 6 feet tall, sure, right? Or no, the average height of man was like 5'6", I think. Right? They're all 5'6". They're all white. They're all blonde, blue eyes. And they're all genetically very similar, right?
Yeah.
They can think for themselves, of course, because they're humans. And they are basically just the average human male, right?
Yeah.
One human male runs in and instantly gets smashed by the gorilla or hit back, or the gorilla bites it. We'll go with this hypothetical. The gorilla gets up on its hind legs, pounds its chest, and hits the human, charges it, right? And it gets up on its hind legs and throws the human with its massive arms, throws that human out. That human's gone. It's over for that human, first of all. Second of all, the gorilla does this. Say 10 people go in, and they're trying to charge the gorilla. The gorilla is going to knock all 10 of those people away because 10 average men is, how many pounds would that be? Like, say they're all, what's the average weight of a white guy? The average weight of white guy. 203 pounds. So 203 pounds times 10. A ton is what, 1,300 pounds? 200 times 10. About 2,000 pounds. So that's basically a couple, like 1.5 tons. Right? We'll just go there. I don't know how good my math is. The gorilla, that just knocked out 10 people. There is now 89 people left. Do you think these 89 people could take on a gorilla?
You said 89?
89, right? Because we did the math, right? The gorilla goes up instantly. The first person, dead. He's 100% getting thrown. He's gone. He's gonna die, right? The gorilla's gonna go up, pound its chest, drop that person. Like, gonna fold. That person's gone, right? Secondly, 10 people rush him, right? They try like, oh, we're gonna rush this gorilla. The gorilla just blows through them all because they're people and they're not very strong, Even in a group of 10. Like, I'm telling you, a group of 10 average white people is not pinning down a gorilla, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know who thinks they can pin down a freaking gorilla. You can't.
You gotta get enough people together.
What would your plan be to take that? Okay, I want to hear your thoughts. What would your plan be to take that?
Literally just bum rush it.
Bum rush it. The gorilla's gonna knock every single person on their ass instantly.
Okay, no, you are straight blazing this gorilla.
I'm not,
dude.
1,300 pounds. 1,300 pounds. That's a ton. It can literally lift a freaking car, dude.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. If you surround this thing from all sides, it is not Donkey Kong. It is not about to stick its arms out.
How are you going to get 100? It's hard enough getting 5 people to do something at a time. How are you going to get 100 people to do something?
Why do you think it's a hypothetical?
I know. Hypothetically speaking, if this was a real fight, right? Hypothetically, we're thinking about this, realistic fight. We have the 100 white guys, right? All very similar people. There's no way in hell. There's no shot. No way they're taking on this gorilla. I'm telling you. And the hypothetical I pitched to you today. No shot. In a pit. They're dead. They're not going to win.
It's hypothetical. If, 89, 100, no matter what, if they're going up against a goddamn gorilla, do you really think they're going to go one at a time? Do you think they're going to not have some sort of plan? People got this far in the world because they worked together. They got this far. They hunted prey together because they made plans. Even if they had no tools, they are going to work together. They are not going to just rush at this thing with no plan. That is how we got this far.
Okay.
We didn't.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree with you. Here's the thing, though. We got this far because we worked together as the species. But here's the thing, right? There has always been like the smaller. Oh, I guess actually I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about that. Here's my take though. I don't think 100 people could work together. I just don't think it's possible. Like I don't like in this situation that's super tense. I just cannot see. Maybe once they start dwindling down, maybe if there's like 50, 60 people left. But like what is the plan of attack? What do you do? You circle it. Okay. Now what do we do? Hit it with our fists?
Yeah, you hit it, you kick it, that's all you gotta do. First of all, you gotta remember, 100 people is a whole lot of people. All of them bum rush it at once. It cannot knock you all down at once. That's too much mass.
It can knock a lot of people down.
Listen to me. It can knock a lot of people down. 100 is still a lot of people. That is too much mass to knock all down at once. And people can hit a lot. I know it's obviously nowhere near that amount of gorillas can, but people can strike very precisely, a lot more precisely than a gorilla. It can hit wide surface areas, but since, our fists are smaller and we can get in areas that it can't, if we can fucking strike it in the neck, we can strike it in the throat, we can get, small areas that it can't. And if we get it sometimes, and we can sneak it while it's trying to get things in front of it, it's not just like, oh yeah, we fucking all pile on top of this thing. Some people go at it, but yeah, a lot of people will get hurt. This isn't something where we go in and no one gets hurt. Some people will.
What the fuck are we gonna do to it? That's the thing, right? Because how hard does the average person hit? Let me look this up. We're going deep into the dive. Okay, we're gonna jump into this anal. Shut up. How hard can an average white man hit? Oh, we are absolutely locked in. Average person punch. This works. Average punch is, I can't find it. Hold on. 125 or 100. We'll just go with 100 because it's 120 to 150. So for the gorilla, we'll say the gorilla can punch. Well, hold on. I'll look that up in a second. So we'll just go 130 for the average human of force. 130, yeah. Pounds of force. Force of around 120, 150 pounds of force. Okay, so we'll just say that, and then hard can a gorilla punch? 1,300 to 2,700 pounds. So just a little bit more. I know this is you probably think this is a dumb argument, which
I think it's a dumb argument because you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I don't know if you've ever punched a gorilla, right?
You?
But I just can't imagine it's like punching a human. I just want you to imagine. Okay, I want you to imagine, right? 100 people get in that circle, right? This circle idea is a bad idea. You know why? Because 100 people get in the circle, right? And then they all, at the same time, they boom, and they all lock in on that gorilla, and they all start punching it, right? And they all start kicking stuff. Bro, that gorilla is going to throw its fucking arms at these people, and they are going to fly away. They are gone, brother. They are gone. Like half the squad right there. Boom! It's like Godzilla from Fortnite, right? Boom! Gone. That's half the squad right there. Other half is going to start turning around to them. Boom! Done. Like that.
You think 100 people? Okay, listen. You think 100 people can circle around a gorilla instantaneously? No, there's going to be this massive circle around the gorilla at all times, and if it swings its arms they're going to be caught by other people. They're not going to fly back instantly, which means more people can get to it faster. It's not going to be like people being caught. Also, they're not going to fly, dude. I get it. It hits hard. You're definitely exaggerating. They don't fucking
They're not going
fly.
to fly. No, they're not. I'm exaggerating that. They're not going to fly, but they are going to get knocked the fuck out. Like, I don't. It would be like getting hit with a car. Okay, that's what it would be like. It'd be like getting hit with a car. Okay, maybe not a car. No, probably a car. Like,
if they get hit in like, their arms or their legs, then those are going to be like unusable. If they get hit in their chest, if they block or not, then that depends. If they get in their head, then yeah, I can see them being out. But yeah,
I'm not
it's
saying the gorilla is going to like throw haymakers. I'm saying the gorilla is going to just monkey swing its arms around and literally like knock the crap out of people. This is the worst conversation ever. We went 10 minutes over what we were supposed to. Obviously, I'm right. Post down in the comments what you guys think, who you think is right, because I'm actually curious. 100 men or a gorilla? Obviously, I'm right, but if you want to entertain the idea, I'm not. Anyways, that was a weird podcast episode. We went from Transformers to Monkey.
We went from Transformers to depressing life stuff with Monkey.
Oh no, I forgot about I like to figure that out. Monkey Transformer, Optimus Primal. Anyways,
the 100 guys preparing to bum rush the gorilla.
And then the monkey transforms. It says, Optimus Primal, maximize! Oh, shit. He pulls up the Prime Blaster. It's over. It's over, chat. Anyways, I hope you guys liked this episode of Gamblers Luck Podcast. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. BenXNFO. Aiden MB here is code. He's my soda. Can't say like, by the way, sorry if we were a little bit tonight. We are literally recording this at 11 o'clock tonight. Like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video, which hopefully should be coming out today. Yeah.